Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on my channel and welcome to The Journey Home. My name is Catherine and I live in Northern Canada. I'm here to do your daily reading, and just a reminder that all the zodiacs, all the signs are up for the weekly forecast on my channel if you want to go over there and check out your sign. And also there's $25 readings being offered. You can ask as many questions as you like, and I will try and answer as many as I can in a 15 to 20 minute time slot. Let's get on with your reading. This half will be you. This half will be your significant other, and in case I didn't say it, this will be a love reading where you have the Four of Spring, or the Four of Winter. They have the King of Summer. The Four of Winter is the equivalent to the Four of Swords. And it is about going, it's a spiritual card, going within. It could be that you're feeling sick with the flu or the cold. It could mean that too. But there is a lot of reflection in spending time with your lone. And as you can see by this picture, just let me turn off this light. Maybe that'll help. Does it help? He's curled up in a trunk of a tree. King of Summer is the same as the King of Cups. I was reading in a Kabbalist book a slightly different meaning to this fellow, where he is. Most tarots will say that the meaning behind this is he has his emotions in check, but he is fair, kind, intelligent, compassionate, good advice. And the Kabbalist that I was reading, it added that when this card turned up, he was making or contemplating a decision to go on a journey with someone, their journey, or in their dreams, or to the will of the ocean. So he rules over the ocean, which is always turbulent. And as for the will, you float if the will is the creator and you surrender that. We are given free choice. So in this case with the King of Cups, he's deciding whether to take one of his tickets of free choice in and say, I'd like to go on the journey to learn something, and because I've seen this person's dreams and I would like to support that. That's about the best I can describe what I read. Star. They have the Eight of Winter, and that would be the same as Eight of Swords. Now, most people give the Eight of Swords a bad rap, saying that it is an illusion, that you've trapped yourself. You feel trapped, but this is, you've done it to yourself. And though that is true, looking further into it means, in some of the pictures, she's got a foot in the water. She's testing the water. So they're not going to go ahead without studying, testing. Yeah. So purposely you've trapped yourself because you want to take a certain path and you're trusting your intuition to guide you through. Yeah, that. Sorry, guys. I just read that book and I was really fascinated by some of these added meanings, and I'm trying to remember them for you. Eight of Spring, they got Two of Winter. Eight of Spring is like the Eight of Wands. And this usually means messages coming in. And quick, very fast, because you can see these firecrackers like pew, 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 pew. Bullets in the sky. Quick, 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 quick. In the Kabbalist book, I'm not even going to go into it because it had a lot to do with ego, and I'm not even sure I understood it, but I will one of these days, and I'll be able to reflect that back to you. The Two of Winter is indecisiveness. So here is the King of Summer that is debating whether to go on a journey. follow your dreams, to help you out with your dreams. I hope you did. Sorry about that background noise. That's a vacuum going. Here we have indecision, Two of Swords, but the King of Cups is making a decision to, he knows the will of the Creator. But it isn't a wrong choice if he goes on this journey with you. It is a part of learning, and the Creator loves that. So in a way, this is like the king with the wisdom of the fool, because the fool steps out over the cliff because he knows beyond any wisdom that the Creator has his back, that he's protecting him. I hope that made sense, guys. You had the Three of Spring, they had the Two of Spring, and it's interesting. The Three of Spring is a successful card. You're looking across to, it's almost, you're looking across to other shores. With the Two of Spring, your significant other is making a choice, needing to make a choice. Neither choice is wrong for this person. Neither choice is wrong. The king is just deciding. I think the king's already decided, but he or she is just mulling in their head how they will support, how they will help. Remember, the King of Cups, it's water, which is rules over the emotions, and he has his emotions in check. But water is a creativity, magic, fluid with the Creator. Almost like this source blood, it kind of puts me to mind of. Yours is the successful one, where they're making this decision. This is where you know you're going. You know the end result. You can see it, and you're heading towards it. There is no question in your mind. And of course, we have a wheel down here for you, which means, the Creator is moving that wheel forward. You're moving forward. You're in a new cycle. And on their side, they had the Six of Spring, which is the equivalent to the Six of Wands. It is usually seen as a victory card. In the Kabbalist book that I was just reading, it was really fascinating. It was also considered the marriage card. And in that the victor has a marriage wreath. This is an exaltation of the divine feminine. It is an exaltation of his bride. And as the Kabbalists teach, both spiritually, physically, and sexually, without meeting the woman's needs, you will not, as a male, fulfill your... You can fill in the blanks. I'm sure you can. There's clarifying cards underneath, guys. So, wrong one. This one was the first one. Sorry. Get it together, Catherine. Sorry. Four of Winter is the same as the Four of Swords. You've gone into seclusion. Maybe you were sick and had the flu and, a cold, and you're just getting over it. Who had the Eight of Spring? You did. Here we have the Eight of Swords. Now, many tarot readers will tell you that this is self-inflicted. You're trapped. You feel trapped, but it's self-inflicted. But to go a little further, coming out of that feeling, this card also signifies that you know which way you're going, but you need faith. You need intuition, and so you're allowing the Creator to take over and guide you out. This one is, people busy talking in your ear. Yesterday in one of the readings, I said that was a butterfly, but it isn't. It's a dragonfly. No matter. The meaning is that with these little fairies and these little swords, or big swords, coming directly at you, these are thoughts. Thoughts are all coming at you. People have their opinions and they're giving you their thoughts, their advice. But you already know. You've already transformed. You don't need anyone's advice. You don't even need to tell them that you don't need their advice. They just all look to you, or they look up to you. So, it's like, let's advise the queen or the king. You already know. So you just need time. Actually, you've probably been in this position, seclusion, for a while and ready to come out of it. They're clarifying cards for the King of Summer. Very interesting. We have that card of independence, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. The card of Nine of Coins. This is an independent woman in this case. In other cards, it's a male. She's got her abundance around her. She's enjoying life. And in the Kabbalist deeper meaning is what I just told you, of course. But also, this is a highly sexual card. So this person is extremely attracted sexually to you. They're independent in their own right. They have money. It's a King of Cups. Could be male or female. And they're looking at you like you're the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I read something about the Queen of Pentacles in the book too, because I'm not done the book, but with the Queen of Pentacles, it had a lot to do with her being on her own, because she is very thoughtful. So she's not one to be a busy bee about being seen. She's very motherly, very generous, very loving. But she can be emotional, which is surprising for an earth sign. But the Queen of Pentacles will often go off on her own just to be alone. And doesn't that sound like you? Because that's what we see on this side for your side. The clarifying card that you have for the Star, we have the Eight of Wands and the Emperor. Now, the Emperor rules the right side of the brain, and this is where the information of your thoughts, revelations, epiphanies come into the right side of the brain, almost like a pinpoint energy. With the Emperor, he deciphers that energy to feed it to the left side of the brain. What the Emperor signifies, he is looking at his kingdom, caring for his kingdom, what needs to be cared for with his kingdom. And he's also in armor, so he is ready to protect that kingdom. So if you are to look at this as the right side of your brain, looking at the body of you, whether spiritually, physically, you've embodied this energy. And the Eight of Wands traditionally means messages, fast messages. It still does. Fast messages coming in. Could be internet. Could be many different ways. Telephone calls, letters. But these are ideas too. So interesting that the King of Summer. No, it wasn't the King of Summer that got that. It was you under the Four of Winter. So some of the advice that you're getting, We could call it meddling, but I mean, they mean well. They mean well. Your hopes and wishes. This is what the emperor is embodying in his thoughts. Your hopes and wishes. This could be your significant other embodying this energy for your hopes and wishes because of the king of summer. More of a confirmation for this, the king of summer than the star. And there, where you had the star, they had the eight of winter. That was like card I told you about. She's depending on the creator to navigate her out. Right? So are they. That's what this card means. Eight of Swords. They're depending on the creator to navigate them out. They've gone into seclusion to think about this. On a spiritual level, guys. Wow. This is a meeting of the minds, unity. You know, yeah, it could be a three-party situation, but this card means primarily harmony, happiness, celebration, meeting of the minds, working in unison like an orchestra. This is what they're thinking of, and they're leaving it up to God to get them there, which is probably a huge step for them. They would rather stay here. All right, I know what works. This is where I rule. Do I want to go out on that tumultuous sea, on that journey? Help them with their dreams? Make them my dream? Or vice versa? Where you had the Eight of Spring, they had the Two of Winter. Your clarifying cards for that was the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Spring is the Eight of Wands. We just talked about that. That was up here under your star card. Messages, lots of messages coming in, guys. My goodness. You're manifesting. Perhaps while you're in seclusion, you're working magic, and perhaps you know you're making magic, or perhaps you don't know, or you're just sorting things out in your mind and saying, this is how the solution to something. And I'm going to go for it. But I need to wait. I'm not sure I'm finished yet. Looking at this. All these ideas, they're not all your ideas either. But how you can implement and harmonize with others. You're moving slow on it. And I'm not saying that you stay up at night and light candles and say spells. Well, you might, but you're making magic. You know what you're capable of when you're out there in the world or when you're alone. Three of Spring, Two of Spring. I didn't clarify this side. Where they know they have a decision to make. Neither decision is wrong or bad. Your significant other is, he or she is carrying a burden. And there's the end of the journey. This is the end of the journey because it's the 10. It's the 10, so it means it's like a death. It is like a death. 10s mean like death. So that you can begin a new beginning. The new beginning is here. This is their decision they're trying to make. And they've been carrying this burden, probably these thoughts mulling in their head, thinking about you, because they love you. They absolutely love you. And they know your meeting was fate. Falling in love with you was destiny. Whoa, that's deep. Okay, where you had the Eight of Spring, they had the Two of Winter. Again, this decision, they're undecided. Boy, they got undecision all over their reading, but they are making a decision. It's like they've already made the decision, but they haven't moved on it yet. Declare, yeah, here we go. They had the Lover's card, and now they have the Two of Cups. And again, they're juggling. They're juggling. I think I could do both. On this physical world, this person has too many things going on, and they think that they can handle them all. But they're going to have to put down one of those pentacles or get them balanced. This is what they need to and they know they need to focus on this. This is their goal, commitment. They're not ready to commit, or they haven't committed, but they want to commit, and they're not saying anything. They need time, and you need time because of what you've been through. You should be grateful for the learning experience. Oh my. Quite a deep and beautiful reading, isn't it? You had the Wheel and they had the Six of Spring. Your clarifiers are the Page of Coins and the Three of Wands. You had the Three of Wands up here somewhere. Yeah, Three of Spring, Three of Wands. And here was the clarifiers for them. You had the Star and Three of Pentacles. So this is almost like your magic card. Hopes and wishes. Working towards them. And with them, Three of Wands, they know the outcome. They know that if they choose to commit, exactly what the outcome is going to be. They can see it. But there are extenuating circumstances that have held things up, obviously. But this is a beginning, a Page of Pentacles. This page is willing to get their hands dirty. They're willing to work. They see a beautiful thing. The page is admiring the pentacle. She's admiring the pentacle. And this is the beginning. You know, where the Ten of Wands, the burden. Remember I said it was like the end of a journey. It was like death. I don't even know where it is. Well, this is the same thing. They're seeing that. They're seeing into the future. They know how this will turn out. It isn't even a hope, a dream, or a wish. It looks very significant. They had the Six of Spring, where you had the Eight of Spring. Where it can be victory, I spoke of marriage, exalting the woman in order to complete their destinies or their fullness or their wholeness. They've retreated from a battle. So I guess you guys got into it. You didn't come to a meeting of the minds, and this person has retreated. See, this is the Seven, so they've lost a couple of swords, but they're going to take the Five, save what's left of your relationship. And no worries, it's going to move forward, guys. It's going to move forward. I hope that resonated for somebody. Thanks for joining me, guys. Subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, leave a comment, and I will see you tomorrow or the next day. Goodbye for now. God bless.